Since January, retail AI software investing has hit record volatility. Meanwhile, institutional money shows a massive, rigid pivot toward physical assets. Berkshire Hathaway's new CEO, Greg Abel, recently authorized a $10 billion private placement directly into Alphabet. Abel's $10 billion purchase was a direct private placement, providing Alphabet with a massive cash injection at a negotiated discount to fund its AI roadmap. Building massive data centers requires severe upfront capital. The institutions are signaling that the software layer cannot function without the physical, concrete, steel, and silicon currently being poured. Beyond Berkshire, domain experts are validating this trend. Ex-OpenAI researcher Leopold Aschenbrenner and ARK Invest's Cathie are reallocating billions into the supply chain. These funds are bypassing consumer software apps. Their capital is moving straight into specialized cloud compute and raw electrical power generation. Institutions can afford to deploy billions across multiple infrastructure layers. Retail investors holding finite capital have to be selective about where they sit in this stack. We're going to unpack 5 specific institutional trades from these funds so you can match the right physical asset to your personal risk tolerance. We start with Alphabet, which serves as the foundational infrastructure play for this cycle. Abel's $10 billion commitment is financing a massive immediate scale-up of AI compute and the physical expansion of data centers. Hyperscalers need this level of upfront confirmed cash because maintaining a lead in AI infrastructure burns through billions of dollars every quarter. The trade-off here is straightforward. A megacap stock provides significant downside protection, but its sheer size limits the mathematical probability of 10x percentage returns. For investors prioritizing capital preservation, Alphabet offers a way to maintain broad AI exposure with the stability of a $2 trillion balance sheet. Leopold Aschenbrenner took a more aggressive stance. His fund allocated nearly 40% of its entire portfolio, $2.6 billion, into Nebius. This architectural diagram shows the difference between a traditional, generalized cloud network on the left and a specialized AI neocloud on the right. These newer providers strip away general software hosting to focus purely on feeding data to AI accelerators. Committing $2.6 billion to this architecture is a massive, highly leveraged bet exclusively on the GPU compute bottleneck. And he has backing. Cathie Wood's ARK is simultaneously accumulating positions in CoreWeave, creating multi-buyer institutional consensus around the neocloud model. The execution risk is immense. Buying a neocloud means you are betting against the major hyperscalers, who have the resources to build internal solutions. These neoclouds are pure-play levers meant for investors with high risk tolerances and deep conviction in specialized hardware. Aschenbrenner's fund also made a severe portfolio shift by increasing its position in Bloom Energy by over 1,400%. Data center construction schedules are currently dictated by power grid connectivity rather than semiconductor lead times. Bloom Energy manufactures hardware that provides on-site power generation. This allows data centers to bypass public power grids that are currently facing years-long connection queues. Investing in physical hardware and power generation involves deep supply chain vulnerabilities, heavy capital intensity, and the slow, grueling pace of physical construction. This trade is a direct bet on the absolute physical limits of the AI boom. It requires deep patience. Cathie spent the period immediately following the Cerebras IPO aggressively accumulating the stock. Cerebras represents a technological shift. Instead of cutting traditional chips, they used the entire massive silicon wafer as a single specialized AI processor. To fund this position, Wood paid a steep opportunity cost, actively trimming ARK's holdings in proven legacy semiconductor giants. Backing a newly public challenger against established hardware monopolies carries heavy execution risk. They have to prove their manufacturing can scale profitably. This is a front-running play designed to capture the upside of the next generation of silicon architecture. The most unorthodox additions to these institutional portfolios are crypto miners like CleanSpark and Riot platforms. The logic lies in their infrastructure. These companies already own fully operational, massive warehouses with industrial-grade cooling and legal connections to the power grid. The upside is retrofit potential. They can convert these power-dense facilities into hosting data centers for AI compute. The trade-off is that until that pivot is complete, your AI portfolio is exposed to the wild underlying volatility of Bitcoin prices. Buying crypto miners for their grid access is currently the highest risk, highest reward asymmetric power play available on the market. Blindly copying trades creates a conflicting portfolio. Identify your primary goal. For stability, choose the top branch, Alphabet. For physical leverage, focus the middle branch, Bloom and Cerebras. For asymmetric upside, drop to the bottom branch, NeoClouds and crypto miners. Smart money isn't guessing on consumer software hype. They are pricing the physical bottlenecks and putting billions behind them. Review the matrix, decide on your risk profile, and drop your top infrastructure pick in the comments. Markets move fast, and institutions adjust their positions constantly. Always verify the latest SEC filings before deploying your capital. Do your own research.